What makes women equal to men? Is it their strength or intelligence? Is it their abilities to do everything that men do? The world tends to think of equality as sameness, but the Church's teaching is much richer and deeper. The Church sees equality not in terms of what people do, but who they are. Women and men are equal because they share the sacred dignity of children of God who are made in the image and likeness of God. That's deeper than anything that a person can or cannot do. Moreover, women and men are not the same. They have different ways of seeing things and different values that, taken together, are complementary to each other and form a rich diversity. In his apostolic exhortation, The Joy of the Gospel, Pope Francis talked about the particular gifts that women bring to the Church and to society at large. He wrote, "The Church acknowledges the indispensable contribution which women make to society through the sensitivity, intuition, and other distinctive skill sets which they, more than men, tend to possess. I think, for example, of the special concern which women show to others, which finds a particular, even if not exclusive, expression in motherhood." In other words, what the Pope is saying is that women are more attuned to people than men are. They have a maternal instinct that leads them to have a special care and concern for individual persons, especially those in need. Alice von Hildebrand once gave an example. Have a group of women and a group of men come into a room in which there is a baby and a computer with the latest technology. The women focus entirely on the baby, whereas the men, after looking at the baby for a while, will head right for the computer and will start tinkering around with it. Thus, Pope Francis, in a message to the Pontifical Council for the Laity, said, quote, "In the cultural crisis of our time, woman finds herself on the front line in the battle for safeguarding what is human. God has entrusted the human being to her in an entirely special way." He also went on to say, quote, "I would like to stress that woman has a particular sensitivity to the things of God, above all, in helping us understand the mercy, tenderness, and love that God has for us. I also like to think of the Church not as an it, but as a she. The Church is woman, she is mother, and this is beautiful." In an address to the United Nations, the Vatican nuncio, Archbishop Francis Kubicki, declared, "It would be naive to conflate equality with sameness. The approach to women in the Sustainable Development Goals must acknowledge and enable women to overcome barriers to equality without forcing them to abandon what is essential to them. The global community must sidestep a simplistic assertion that shortfalls in women's economic and public achievements can be remedied only by the negation of their procreative capacities." He went on to say, "Sustainable Development Goals should provide the opportunity to confront inequality through the promotion of women's engagement on an equal basis in society, without disregarding entirely the family relationships in which women exist. Labor policy should go beyond facilitating equal job access and ensure reconciliation of paid work with family responsibilities through family and maternity policies, and ensuring that equal salaries, unemployment benefits, and pensions are sufficient for a sustainable family life. In other words, the entire and essential contribution of women to the future of humanity by their work within the family should be recognized and honored, and that includes a focus on the finances within a family where a woman may have her primary responsibility and work. And so, we pray with Pope Francis this month that all cultures may respect the rights and dignity of women.